Yeah, this is about the time. A lot of people are saying I do. Those wedding invitations are piling up for the summer months. And are you ready to shine as the consummate wedding guest?
Joining us now with everything you need to know about wedding etiquette is culture and etiquette coach Akila C.T. Easter. Welcome back. Good to have you here.
Thanks, guys.
And I love this because you have advice for the hosts and the guests.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, the major thing, I think a lot of people have confusion of where do I bring the gift? Do I bring it to the ceremony? What do we do? It's up to the host to make sure everything is clear on their registry and to assign the address. And technically, you're supposed to get the gift sent to the host home. Not supposed to bring that big old box, the blender to the ceremony, which a lot of people like to show off what they got, like, hey, I got this one, you know. But yeah, so you're supposed to send the gift directly to the couple.
Unless you're bringing money.
Unless you're bringing money. You always bring that money. But the money is, so how do you ask for that? Because people say, is that tacky from a an etiquette perspective?
Right.
Actually not. A lot of people are using these for down payment for their homes, to pay for their actual honeymoon, those different types of things. So you just clearly stated on the RSVP, this is what we would prefer. We love you coming to our ceremony, but instead of gifts, we would like a monetary gift associated with it.
What kind of money are we talking about? Because I always get confused. I always thought the rule was it's like whatever your plate times 2, but how do you know what the plate is?
Yeah, and we kind of move away from that.
Yeah.
A lot, you have to think like this is for most cases, one time in somebody's life.
Yeah.
So you want to give them something that sets their life. I always say like starting with $100, and you can kind of tell by the venue of what the cost is. But we kind of do move away from the plate thing because we don't know how much it is. But the aesthetics of the venue can already tell you like how much has been spent. I always start at $100 for a couple, but it depends on your budget. Do not feel obligated to again go out above your budget. You're being the guest there is what they really want.
$100 a person, $100
per person that comes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what I
$200
would.
is your plus one.
Yes, if you have a plus one.
And this is interesting too, because Amy was like, you still send a gift even if you don't go to the wedding?
If you were invited, I still send a gift.
But if you didn't RSVP?
Even if they thought of me to add me to their list, I will send them a gift. It's probably going to be the lower cost if I didn't come. But if they thought to invite me, I would send them a gift.
Okay, see? Look
And
at that.
people are sending to companies now, and companies are sending gifts to couples.
What?
Yes,
Whoa,
yes.
wait,
yes,
I can reach out to Procter & Gamble. Oh,
yes, restaurants, different, and they'll send them like a whole plate and things such as that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a new trend. Yeah.
That is interesting. Okay, we were talking cell phones because everybody pulls out their phone and they're like, I'm going to take video if you walk down the aisle. It's annoying. A little
Super
bit.
annoying,
Yeah.
especially from a photographer's perspective.
Yeah.
My photographer friends are like, I'm so tired of trying to edit phones out. If the couple states this is a no phone ceremony, please respect that. They probably spent thousands of dollars on a photographer. You will get the pictures. I think a lot of times people want to be the first to post, like I was here, but who's benefiting from that? So if it says no phone policy, please respect that.
And can you request that? Is that appropriate?
Yes. Have the efficient state. Remember, this is a no phone policy. And there's also signs that a lot of people put in the venues that this is a no. Now, you're not going to lock it's not serious where you got to lock people's phones up. Hopefully your cousins will respect that.
Right.
But yeah, so just have a respectful, I do not want to see a phone in my pictures.
And I think that's mostly, though, during the ceremony. Because at the reception, you know.
But even with that, don't post. I have friends who have said, don't post me before I get the opportunity to post. Because
that's true.
The bride should get the opportunity to determine when she would like her ceremony to be presented.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Along the lines of the do nots, I had this at my wedding, a no child policy. And a lot of people didn't come, not a lot, but I had a handful of people who couldn't come because we said no kids. It was just a dangerous factor for us.
Did they call you offended?
And one did, but I didn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
My day.
Yeah.
So I can do what I want to do. The excuses that I say for people is saying that the venue doesn't allow children. That's a good way to get out of it. But if there's oftentimes, if it's an adult affair, like an evening wedding, that's often going to be a no child policy. Some people will complain about that, but they're probably not the people that should be at your wedding. Another alternative is maybe rent a room if it's at a hotel. Get a babysitter. I know that's an extra cost, but I've seen people where if it's a few kids, they'll hire babysitters to stay in the hotel to watch the kids.
Because there are some family members that are super close, nieces, nephews, maybe even the people in the wedding, because you have the flower girl. You want to have them there. It's just the others.
Yes. And I've seen people still bring their kids because it was a baby. I saw it on social media where she was like, it was a baby, so it wouldn't really eat anything and things like that. So why can't I bring it? But
Still make noise and chat.
offending and it's not your day, it's the bride and groom's day.
So is that a legitimate excuse for not going to the wedding?
Yes, I mean, that's fine. It's their major day, not your major day.
Right.
So you can get the little cliff notes associated with it, but it's for them.
I will say, my nieces and nephews couldn't come.
I'm not having kids.
But for me, it was on a cliff. It was a danger factor for us.
Yeah,
You're like, I'm not going to be
who's going to
responsible.
watch that?
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, so
You don't
many-
like that one, Tanya?
I'm kind of on the fence with that one. I get like not having a room full of kids because they run around and act crazy. But I feel like there's some people in the family that.
But if you know your family has a lot of kids, you're probably not going to have a no child
Right.
policy.
It's going to be a different type of wedding.
Read the room, folks.
Read the room. Akilah, thank you so much for
Thanks,
being
guys.
here. AkilahCT.com is where you can get more information and more tips on a lot of different things.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.